What is going on, guys? It's Zigzag here. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be playing Geoguessr with the Geo filter extension, and we're going to be playing with the colors inverted. So I imagine this is going to be very difficult. I've never tried it before, and yeah, it should be fun. So the plan is we'll play a couple of rounds of Diverse Worlds, see how that's feeling, and then we'll give Battle Royale a go. We'll probably just play one or two until we get a good placing. And yeah, so before we get into the video, please hit subscribe. It really helps me out. And we're trying to hit 1,000 by the end of the year. I think we're well on track for that. But yeah, thanks for all the support recently. And I say without further ado, let's get into this and see how it looks. All right, so no moving, of course, the classic. And let's see how it is. Oh, this is horrible. Look at this. Okay, I'm immediately noticing some things, but let's just take it in. Look at these colors. It's quite surreal. It looks apocalyptic almost. So it's a nice blue sky. I think the orange means it would be like a blue sky day today. A lot of dark clouds, which means there would be light. But I think this might be a Brazilian pole here. We've got the dots and we've got like the sections as well. So yes, I do think Brazil. But whereabouts? It's really hard to gauge how tropical it is when the trees and stuff are purple. I think you'll agree. But yeah, this is definitely Latin America, if not Brazil. If it's not Brazil, then it definitely has to be somewhere in Latin America. I'm noticing that there's these octagonal tiles, which I know you get in Bolivia sometimes, but these are Peruvian poles, so I think it looks coastal as well. I might go over here. We'll see. And okay, that's a really nice guess to start out the video, you know? I definitely looked coastal, and I thought that might be around the right area, but 4.4K for Brazil is very good. Okay, this one's interesting. We've got a nice bright blue sky. Generation 2, I can see the Generation 2 kind of distortion in the camera there. Ooh, what bollard is that? Is this Turkish, I wonder? No, it's too flat to be Turkey, surely, so... interesting. This bollard is interesting. We've got like a reflector. I'm just trying to think on the color wheel. What does cyan mean that it should be? It should be like a yellow reflector or something, right? Not entirely sure. So we've got white road lines. It appears to be probably white road lines. More black bollards. Oh gosh. It shouldn't be Australia. The trees don't look Australian to me. But where would this bollard be then? With Generation 2? Maybe it is Australia. This is not easy, you know? Those poles, they could be Australian to be fair, and Australia is a flat country. I could spend way too long thinking about this, but let's just see where the sun is. Again, we can't see where the sun is. It should be probably to the south there, so not really too much of a help. Okay, so I think I'm gonna have to guess soon. I might just guess Europe. With these bollards, realistically, there's not many places it could be. I might actually have to go for a flat place in Turkey. Just because I think that is a Turkish bollard with that kind of reflector. So let's see if I'm right. No, it is Australia. Wow, the trees didn't look Australian. Now, I won't indulge myself and go and look what it looked like, but I really should have picked that up. Okay, next one. We have like a motorbike camera here, which is interesting. So is it going to be India or Vietnam? I think they're the countries that have it. So, ooh, what is that? I cannot tell because of the colors. Looking at this architecture though, maybe it feels more Vietnamese? Hard to say, because a lot of the Vietnamese coverage is right in the center of the city. Oh, we have a stripy pole here. I think this actually might be India, you know? Massive trees, it just looks like an absolute shambles. Like it's so hard to understand what's actually going on here. It's very cool. Wow. I think you'll agree. So with this one, I'm leaning India, but yeah, not really sure. I think this stripy pole means that we should be in India. I think they do those sometimes. So why not? I know Mumbai has coverage. Hyderabad. Let's go Hyderabad. Okay, it was actually Vietnam. So they also used the stripy poles. Actually, I probably could have worked out what side of the road they were driving on. Oh well, my mistake. I'm a bit disorientated by this color business, to be honest. Next up, do we have car meta? We seem to have a white car here. Appears to be a white car, I would say. Interesting pole. Could we be back in Australia? No. Something Mansa. Yeah, something Mansa or something. So not really sure what language that would be. We've got double lines here. So I think this color here should be yellow. Yellow or red or something. So we've got a double-decker bus as well. Interesting. And we're driving on the right-hand side of the road, I think. Is that the front of the car or the back? You know, I'm actually not sure. Yeah, we're driving right-hand side of the road because the way that arrow is. So, Erara Mansa. It's hard to say, you know. This is a lot more difficult than I actually anticipated, but it's very flat. The way these trees are on the side of the road makes me think we could be in like Hungary or something. Not really sure with this car though. The car's the issue. You know, maybe it's like Brazil or something like that. I'm actually thinking Brazil at the end of the day here. These are double yellow lines, I think, and like the way. I'm really not sure with the language, but I think the way that we're driving right hand side and it's pretty flat and everything. So let's check it out. Yeah, it is Brazil. Okay, that was good deduction. The Brazil guesses have at least been decent. Next up. Ooh, interesting. We've got pink lines this time. Not really sure what that should be. So, oh gosh, I'm really struggling to keep up the good commentary here because it's just so much to take in. It's totally not what I'm expecting each time. So this is a yellow and black sign here. So presumably we're somewhere in the Americas. It's hilly. We've got a railway track. I think they do a lot of that in America. Yeah, it's quite hilly. That's the thing. And this ground is like, if it's pinkish, it should be. Can't remember. I think it's the United States. Could be South America too. Where's the sun this time? Sun is to the north. So we should actually be... Oh no, that's the sun there. So sun is to the south. We're in the northern hemisphere. So because of that, I'm thinking maybe somewhere up here. Let's see if I'm right. Okay, it was actually in Mexico. Interesting. Actually, that kind of makes sense. But we end up with 10,000. So I think we're going to need at least one more attempt here before we get into the Battle Royale. Maybe two. I'll go a bit faster this time though. Okay, so we got holy poles here. Should be Poland, I think. Actually, no, it could be Hungary, but with this architecture. You can see actually these trees are lacking their leaves, so it's probably a bit of winter coverage. It is probably Hungary. And I think the architecture should be more Hungarian, so let's go right here. And yeah, 50 k's away, so that's a good guess. Pleased with that. These games have been starting well. Not finishing though. Okay, so we've got a blue strip on this plate. It's so disorientating. What is that language? Can't quite make out what it should be, but there's no lines on this, so could this be Poland? I think Poland, the Polish crossing sign uses no lines like that. As for the language there, I'm not really sure. But presumably there'll be some writing elsewhere. How cool does that reflection look? That's awesome. Komis. There should be some better clue here, surely. Yeah, if only I could read that. Umom K or something. Not really sure. SK? Ooh. This one definitely looks like Slovenian, Slovakian, or Polish or something. That's a Volvo. That's an Astra or something. Yeah. Like an Opel or something, I meant. So, I said I'd go a bit faster. Let's go for Poland like I thought. And it is Poland. Great. Next up. I don't really think I'm improving at this too much. That's a Brazilian pole though, at least. The way the bottom of the house is painted is interesting there. Yeah, and we got satellite dishes too. So this one with like the grass on the road feels kind of Amazonian to me. So I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna hedge it in the middle of the Amazon. Yep, it is Amazon, so that's pretty good. My Brazil guesses when it comes to this are apparently just fine. So here we have the black and yellow arrows again, and we're speaking Spanish of some description here. They kind of does that look like a Colombian sign? I think that's actually an Ecuadorian bollard though. So perhaps this is Ecuador. Looking at these poles, they don't really tell me much. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this landscape. It's quite amazing just seeing how it looks inverted. So yeah, I think that's a white number plate as well. So I am pretty happy with Ecuador here. And if I had to say where, well, I really don't know. So I'm just going to guess in the middle. It's to the south. So that's good. We've got the right country. And we're on 16k now. Okay, so this pole. Interesting. Actually, What are these bollards? Japanese ones, I think. Yeah, and we have the Japanese low cam, and it's very, very forested here. So I'm thinking somewhere like central Japan here. This is like the really mountainous region here. Of course, the whole country is pretty mountainous. Could be up here as well. Let's see if I'm right. And yeah, 140k. So we're up with 20k that time. So I think that means we're probably ready to head on over into Battle Royale and test our luck to see if it's actually possible to win this. So let's go country battle. And I do not have high hopes here, but let's see if it's actually possible. So game takes a while on Australian time, to be honest, but it's filling up. It's filling up. So we've got a level 65, and a couple of silvers here. These guys both seem to be playing quite well though, so it should be interesting to see whether it's actually possible here. I think with such a small number of people, we have a much better shot. But I wouldn't trust myself to beat a level 98 as well on this. Geoguessr is great. He's got a good name. Alright, so we have to really be thinking now. We have an antenna. Should be Europe somewhere. Those ones you definitely see in the Scandinavian countries, so could it be? Not really sure. Let's see what the incorrect guesses are. So I think it might be Sweden for that reason. So it's not Sweden. Norway, Iceland, Denmark. I'm gonna go Iceland. Not Iceland either. Okay, we're in trouble here. These boxy houses. It's interesting. Actually, no, I think it's Gen 4, so it should be Norway. No. Okay. Where actually was this? Actually, yeah, with the antenna. Of course, it's not Gen 4, so it's probably just Denmark, I would imagine. But maybe we were just thrown off by that first guess, to be honest. Where was this? I gotta find out just before we leave, but yeah, I don't know. Those long flags I always associate with the Scandinavian nations, so I imagine this is Denmark, but this is just so difficult. That was in Estonia. Okay, so makes sense, and a bunch of us couldn't get it, so we'll go for one more here, and hopefully this one fills up. Okay, we are straight into it with 10 people. I like that very much. Okay, so let's check it out. We've got the lines on the side of the road. We have, okay, perfect. A nice easy one to start off with. We don't even need any other clues apart from that Hebrew there. Would I have otherwise been able to get that this was in Israel though? So we have blue plates, which of course means we have yellow plates. So that would have helped me substantially, but I'm thinking I probably would have thought this was like South Korea or something. The problem is, like, a lot of the clues you use in Geoguessr, you kind of like don't really fully know in your head. For example, like the winter coverage is like when it has the darker sky, you think of winter coverage, but of course that doesn't apply when the darker the sky is, actually the brighter it is, if you know what I'm saying. A lot of those things that you associate with like darkness and brightness are completely subverted when you're playing like this. But you can still use the meta and everything, so I really need to rely on that, I think. So Geo Noel, he's got the 50-50, and he goes out. Geo Noel, what were you doing, mate? Alright, so we've got yellow center lines this time. We have a little bit of English, it appears. No, this should just be in Norway, I believe. So we have a black number. We have like a black number plate there or something. I think that even might be a green number plate if it was reddish. Was that actually reddish? Yeah, so we were correct. I think actually, yeah, that was a bit reddish. So this actually probably is a green number plate car over here. But it seems like everyone got it pretty quickly. We have a black screen here. We have to move a little bit. Alright, so let's see where we are. Ooh, wow. Not really sure what I'm thinking. South Africa? Millennium something. So maybe US or something here. We have a few yellow number plates here. But the car breakdown is quite American, I think. Could be... Wait. Guys, slow down. Yeah, we don't have too many American cars here. Millennium. Should be the US. Okay, one of the incorrect guesses was Canada, so yeah, that was probably just the logical thing to do after the United Kingdom and Canada were guessed. So we just sneaked through there. Not exactly our best effort. And this one is very bright. We have a single yellow line in the center. We have big mountains of some description here. So these farms kind of look Japanese to me, but it's not Japan. So I'm thinking this is just South Korea with all the mountains and everything. And look at that, we're the first ones to get it. So not bad actually. It's been tough. It's really been tough. This one's so like dark. I guess that was the sun. So we have a blue strip here. Not really sure what I can say about this foliage though. It's got some white trees. Stockholm. So we're in Sweden, presumably here. And with the, yeah, they use blue signs in Sweden, and that's a yellow sign, which means it should be blue. So yes, we're correct. Everyone made it through. Although with a sign saying Stockholm, I assume the average GeoGuessr player could do that. Okay, really thick giveaway sign here. I know they do those in Romania, but I think this actually might be like Botswana or something. Let's just see what the incorrect guesses are. Okay, everyone's through all of a sudden. It's Australia, so it should be New Zealand here. No, not New Zealand, so it should be South Africa. They actually do... Oh, gosh. So it's Botswana, like I said. No, United States. Yeah, I mean, United States doesn't use many giveaway signs, actually, but we get knocked out. I'm tempted to go for one more here, but... You know what? One more for the end of the video here. Let's see if we can finally triumph, because it's just not good enough to not, you know, to leave the video like I was about to. So let's see if with this one more go we can make it. Okay, very, very light here. So we've got some kind of, we've got white lines and a long antenna. Thinking Russia is a possibility here. Is that tree painted white there? We've got a French guess. Yep. That is a red border with a white sign, I believe. So should be somewhere in Europe. And with a long antenna, got a Poland guess coming in. Just trying to think where else this can be. I'm assuming that people will start getting it relatively soon though. So a Bulgaria guess as well. Could also be Hungary, but although I'm not really sure if Hungary gets long antenna. Not Slovakia. I might go in with the Russia just for now. Yeah, it was Russia. So I think if we actually looked on the normal colors, this would be painted white a little bit here. And a whole bunch of wrong guesses so far. Seems like even even with the colors normal, people were struggling with this one. So let's go and explore while people finish this up. Wow, it's a really tough one. If the trees weren't painted there and we didn't have the long antenna, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't have been able to get it, because I haven't wrapped my head around how the different colors are meant to transpose. Like, it's so bright and garish, I think is the right word to describe it. Okay. Interesting. Medi, India. We have a white number plate there. What color are the number plates? They all seem to be white number plates here. Seem to be speaking some kind of Spanish. And we have no car meta. It's rather concerning. So, Mexico? We have no incorrect guesses here. Why have my incorrect guesses disappeared? The fact that everyone's guessing it is kind of scary. I'm thinking Mexico here, though. Not Mexico. Okay. Peru? No, Peru's already been guessed as well, so... The black number plate on the taxi is confusing me, because I kind of thought it looked like Ecuador off the bat. How does everyone gotten this? Is there a URL here? EC, yes. Let's go. Well, that was a good bit of detective work at the end. Just managed to catch it there. So that's why people got it so quickly. See, a lot of the time with the already made guesses, it's a bit of psychologizing, because I thought the fact that everyone got it so easily meant that it probably wasn't a country like Ecuador. But yeah, sometimes those sneaky clues are available right off the bat. But yeah, a lot of the time I feel like you see these like multi-lane roads in Ecuador. But just a bit of an anecdote from me there. Okay, so on to the next round. 6 of us left. We have a bit of Generation 2 here, or Locam, one or the other. Could be Japan. I think this is Japan, actually. All white road lines. We're driving right-hand side of the road, though, so maybe this is actually just the other Locam nation, which is Switzerland. So let's see if I'm correct. Not Switzerland. Okay. We have... Ooh. Is that a blue strip on both sides of the plate there? Perhaps we're in Italy here. Yeah, okay. So, it's mountainous and everything. I thought it was low cam because look at... It's just Generation 2, of course, of course. Yeah, but just actually managed to catch the little yellow strips on both sides of the plate there. So we still have 5 people going through to the next round. Seems like everyone got that pretty quickly there. We're in the middle of nowhere. Is this a dirt road? I'm thinking this one might be Baltic. Yes, I'm definitely feeling Baltic here. It's flat and we're on a dirt road. So I think we just wait for the guesses to come in here. My hunch would be Latvia. And so Estonia would be my next hunch. So maybe Poland. Maybe it's Poland. I'm going to go in. Ah, Finland. So close, man. Maybe I should have checked to see if it was Generation 2 there, but no matter. I don't think I'm going to be able to win this today, so I'll just have to leave it till next episode. But maybe if I was moving around, I'd be able to win. So we might have to make it easier for me next time, or I'm going to have to practice a little bit. That's how it's going to be. But yeah, thanks very much if you made it all the way to the end of the video. Sorry that I couldn't get a win this time, but don't worry, it's coming, it's coming. And yeah, that's pretty fun. So let me know what you thought. Let me know if you want me to try some of the other settings as well. As everyone gets Germany, I'm going to head out. So thanks very much for watching. Catch you later.